Right, this is just a quick video for the leaky tap that everybody seems to be suffering here at the moment. So there's these little penny valves just at the back of the tap. You see that? Turn them off one by one, the cold and the hot. That'll tell you which one is leaking, if it's the cold one or the hot one. So I'm checking the cold one there. That wasn't it. And then this is the hot one next. And I found that when I turned this one off, that the leak stopped. So that's the one that we need to work on. So you just loosen up this collar. It can be a bit stiff, so you might want to get a grip on it. And then I'm just using a wrench here just to open up the valve. You could use a spanner if you wanted, if you had one big enough to fit onto it. It takes a bit of force just to get it open. Once you get it open, the water that's still in the tap will start kind of leaking out, so just put your hand under it and make sure that you don't have that water going all over the floor. You can see it here now, just coming out. So that's it. Once you've got the valve out, you can bring it to somewhere, sit down and do this properly. Be gentle with the pliers there if you're pulling off that rubber washer, because it can get damaged. And here's the internals now. This is the little shutter that I made the little shim for. It wasn't closing tight enough, probably due to lime scale or something like that, or maybe just bad design, I'm not sure. So what I did is I just cut a small bit of plastic. You can use it from I don't know, food packaging or whatever, just as long as there's a little bit of thickness in it. There it is in my fingers. It's a small little see-through plastic shim, and it's, you know, depending on how bad your leak is, you might want to make it out of a thicker material. I just made it out of a thin material. Even something that you'd see on the cover of a folder or something like that would do. And you just place it on top of the shutter like that, and it just makes up that little bit of dead space. It can be tricky now to get this back into the tap assembly itself, so just have your patience with when you're putting that back in, but it does go back in. And just make sure that the shim is between the brass and the plastic there, just to make up that bit of dead space. And put the shutter back in here now as well. And then just the rubber washer then to fit over the top, and just make sure that's nice and snug back into the valve itself, just to prevent any leaking. And that's pretty much it. It's just a case of doing the same in reverse now to reinstall it back into the tap. Just screw it in. And once it's finger tight, then just get your wrench or your spanner, whatever it is you used to loosen it, and just get a grip on it. Nice and tight. You don't have to lean on it too much, because it is brass and you don't want it to wreck the treads on it. And then just tighten the collar back over. And once that's back in place, then you can turn the penny valve back on at the back, just to get your water flowing again. And as you can see here now, I've no leak. I'll turn it on and off and on and off, and there's no leak anymore. And I've done that on 3 taps in the house. The bathroom, 2 bathrooms, sorry, and the kitchen. And no more leaks since I've done it. So I'll do one on how to open the kitchen sink one as well.